the rest of the team after a loss like this?
Don't panic and just stay poised. It's not time to have irrational emotions towards a game like tonight. You know what I mean? Just because we know how we played, we're honest with each other, and we had the game pretty much in our hands and in control. And then down the stretch, we just didn't make enough of the clutch plays, and there were a few offensive rebounds, there were a few open threes, and then Shea got going as well. He hit a lot of tough twos. I had 5 fouls, so there was a few times I got matched up at the end where I should have done a better job of just forcing them into help and just sticking to the game plan. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. As one of the leaders of the team, it's definitely part of my responsibility to take my accountability, my responsibility for what I did and how I can improve moving forward. But in terms of how our team played, I feel like we played well enough to get the W tonight, in the majority of the game, but we just didn't finish the job, and the little things matter. Free throws and offensive rebounds and those 50-50 basketballs we saw when they beat us in OKC, what that looked like. So tonight was one of those times where it got down close to the end of the game, and we just couldn't get over that hump.
You told me coming into the series that Shea and some of these other young stars in the league, that there's no fear.
Mm-hmm.
Their season's on the line, basically, going into that fourth quarter. What did you think about what you saw from him?
I feel like he was just taking advantage of what the defense gave him, and he was trusting his teammates. Those guys made timely shots down the stretch. I feel like we contained them for the majority of the game. They shot 38% from the field majority of the game, so we can hang our hat on something on the defensive end. But I think those last 6 minutes really dictated kind of the rest of the game, where we had an opportunity to at least create some separation. I had a few good shots at the rim, in and out. Luka had some good shots. Other guys had good shots, and then they got out in transition, which hurt us and cost us. And I came into the locker room at halftime, and I was telling my teammates that if we got back in transition, we would be good. And I think a few times they took advantage of us not being back with our numbers. So you got to give him credit, and Shea does play with no fear. So when he's playing like that, it galvanizes the group to a higher level, and you can see their bench was getting into it. They were quiet all game, and then all of a sudden they start getting into it in the fourth quarter. They start utilizing that energy to give them motivation and inspiration. So give those guys credit, man. Those young guys didn't fold tonight, and they gave us their best shot towards the end of the game. And now we look forward to going to OKC in another tough environment, tough game, and it's a competitor's dream right there.
What kind of voodoo was going on at the free throw line today for you?
You said voodoo? Yeah, you're funny, man. Yeah.
I don't know what.
Man, just concentration and focus, man. Just it's all a psychological thing. Just taking your time and going up there and knocking them down, man. We've shown it before, so we just got to stay consistent on that.
Kyrie, you've obviously been in a lot of playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
2-2 is at the end of the world, but some of the younger guys might see this as a little more disappointing, frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
What is your message to those guys after it's 2-2, not the end of the world? What's your message to them?
Just continue to focus on the things that we're doing well, and there's some things that we can clean up. There's some effort plays that we're going to look at where we weren't in the right positioning and we didn't, come up with the basketball. There was one time where, I assumed one of my big guys was going to come get the rebound, and Jalen Williams comes and gets the offensive rebound, and they get another opportunity. So, they're playing desperation basketball, and we got to play the same. So, when you're in a series like this against the number one team in the West, it's going to take all 15 guys doing the right things, pulling in the right direction, or pulling in the same direction, and just staying even keel and staying poised, man. That's what the playoffs is about. Let the kind of external, conversations do all the stuff that they do, where it's just, well, what's going to happen with the Mavs? What's going to happen with this? So for us in this locker room, it's just staying focused and staying poised on what the mission is at hand, and that's just to finish the series as best we can.
Why? Obviously, they're loading up on you, Luka.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you guys not been able to score at the clip that we're accustomed to seeing from you guys? And you mentioned you missed some you felt like were good looks.
Mm-hmm.
What can you guys do to get rolling?
We're making the basketball, the right basketball plays right now. I'm seeing three in front of the ball every time I come off the screen, pretty much blitzing me, pretty much telling me get off the ball. With Luka, they're telling Lou Dort to stay attached to his body, stay aggressive, stay physical. So, when you're in the height of a semifinals playoff series, it's going to be a little bit different than the regular season. And, for us, it's just about picking the right spots and continuing to stay aggressive and, making sure we play off each other very well, too. I think sometimes I can help Luka, he can help me. And we create easy opportunities for ourselves, and when we're doing that, the team pretty much comes along with us. So I think, I got to give credit to my teammates. They've been carrying not only me but Luka and in this series so far. So we're looking forward to games 5 and 6 where this is a telltale sign whether or not we're going to be that group that gets over the hump, or we're going to be one of those groups that looks back and sees OKC and kind of living with some of the woulda, coulda, shoulda. So we know the position that we're in. We're real about it. I'm real about it, and just gotta stay poised and stay peaceful throughout this.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks,